Welcome to JE Max. JE Mains Advanced Extreme Series Season number 2. In season number 2, we are completely concentrating on a particular topic, which is complex number, and we have completed everything from the complex number. So we are concentrating on solving the problems, and we are solving the problems from Icon Integrated Textbook. This is about lesson number 29. So far, successfully we have completed 28 lessons, and from 27th lesson onwards, we are started problems of Icon Integrated Textbook exercise 4.3. Now, my friends, please again, please don't forget to check the description. There I am providing very good important links of the previous videos also. And please like, share, and press the bell icon of our channel. And in lesson number 29, we are concentrating problem number 5, and of which 5 parts are there, 1 to 5 parts that we are concentrating. These are all the problems from integrated textbook. If you mastered the problems from integrated textbook, including the workload examples, you will gain complete knowledge on entire complex numbers. That essence and knowledge is very, very helpful and useful, and that is sufficient also. If you master that independently, if you have solved every question from the integrated textbook only, that's sufficient. That's more than sufficient. That knowledge will help you. That with that knowledge you can solve every other problem also. I'm sure. I'm giving that assurance for you. Now, anyhow, now coming to this problem, fifth problem. See, now, especially this particular chapter in lesson, every problem is important for board examination, and every problem is important for competitive examinations, both the way. And moreover, you please practice all the problems as standard results also, because they're very simple but very genuine, and several times even for advanced examination also questions were repeated based on this particular model. Before going to this problem, I would like to give some basic data. Already I have explained this data. You please watch our previous videos, you'll get it. Once again, I am recalling those facts. First, you practice this. See, if z is equal to x plus iy is any complex number, and argument of z is equal to theta. Theta is equal to tan inverse of, here I am taking mod y by x. Theta is equal to tan inverse of mod y by x. Let it be. Okay? Okay, my friends. First, theta is equal to mod y by x. So I have taken. See, if x is positive and y is positive, then my argument of theta is equal to theta. No problem. When I can consider argument of z as theta, that is tan inverse mod y by x or y by x, if x is positive and y is positive. That is, if the complex number is in the first quadrant, then argument of the complex number is theta. If the complex number is in the second quadrant, then argument of the complex number is pi minus theta. If the complex number is in third quadrant, that is x negative, y negative, then argument of the complex number is minus of pi minus theta. And moreover, if the complex number is in fourth quadrant, that is x positive, y negative, then argument of the complex number is minus theta. So from all these 4 points, you have to observe that argument of theta is negative under these 2 cases. Under what cases? Case number 3 and case number 4. Why I am very much particular? Because this is given here. This is given here. So suppose if argument of the complex number is negative, then what would be the value of argument of minus z minus argument of z? That is the question. Forget about whether it is pi or 0 or something. We have to calculate. For that, what I am doing is, okay, I have taken, suppose let z is equal to x plus iy. This is my complex number. And here argument of z is negative. So under this case, under case number 3 or under case number 4, it may exist. So suppose if it is from case number 3, that means x negative, y negative, then argument of z becomes what? Minus of pi minus theta. Because that's why argument is negative. That's why. And now if this is the point, minus z becomes what? Minus x plus minus y into I. So if x is negative, minus x is positive, and if y is negative and minus y is positive, if both x and y are positive, then argument of z is theta. Therefore, argument of minus z is what? Theta. Argument of minus z is what? Theta. So what is my argument of minus z minus argument of z? So this is theta, and this is what? Plus pi minus theta, minus minus gets cancelled. So you will get answer as what? Pi. See, this is the beautiful explanation. It happened only because of these particular points. That's why you please master. All the problems in this particular lesson are very, very important. This is about what? Case number 1. Suppose case number 2 again. Suppose argument of z is negative. This is possible when what? X is positive and y is negative. That's why argument of the z is equal to minus theta. If x is, suppose minus x is what? Minus x plus minus y into y. So x is positive, then minus x is negative. Y is positive, y is negative, therefore minus y is positive. So minus x is negative and y minus y is positive. So if x is negative and y is positive, that then according to case number 2, my argument of minus z is pi minus theta. Argument of minus z was pi minus theta. Apply this. So pi minus theta plus theta. Theta gets cancelled. Again, you can get us answer as pi. That's why. Please practice. You master the entire fundas involved for argument. Because in the coming problems also you will enjoy this knowledge. With this knowledge, you can solve the problems very quickly. Now coming to second problem of 5. See, Z1 and Z2 are complex numbers, and if mod of Z1 plus Z2 is equal to mod of Z1 minus Z2, then we have to show. Again, several times questions were repeated. That's why, my friends, each and every problem, even it is very, very important for board examination also. This is important for board examination also. So, whenever this kind of mod of Z1 plus Z2 is equal to mod of Z1 minus Z2 is given for you, I can do, I can solve the problem under 2 ways. What are 2 ways? I can square the problem. See the hint first. First you observe the hint. Here I am using several beautiful points. So I have, this is given. This I have taken squaring on both sides. What is mod Z whole square? Mod Z whole square is Z bar. So this is Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 plus Z2 whole bar, that I can write it as Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. Similarly, Z1 minus Z2 into Z1 minus Z2 whole bar, that is Z1 bar minus Z2 bar. You multiply this. This is Z1 into mod Z1, Z1 into Z1 bar, that is mod Z1 square. And that mod, similarly on RHS also mod Z1 square gets cancelled. Similarly, mod Z2 square. So those terms will get cancelled, and after simplification, you can get this as what? Z1 Z2 bar plus Z1 bar Z2 equal to 0. I can write this as Z1 by Z2 plus Z1 by Z2 whole bar equal to 0. How come? It's very simple. By taking this Z1 Z2 bar equal to minus Z1 bar Z2. So you bring that Z2 here and Z2 bar here, I can write. So this looks like what? Z plus Z bar equal to 0. This looks like what? Z plus Z bar equal to 0. Already I told, whenever Z plus Z bar equal to 0, please watch our previous videos. There I have given this funda. Then the complex number is purely imaginary. So Z1 by Z2 is purely imaginary. Whenever purely imaginary means all the complex number lie on y-axis only. That means argument is pi by 2 or minus pi by 2. Y-axis means either positive direction of y-axis or negative direction of y-axis. So if it is positive, plus pi by 2. If it is negative, minus pi by 2. Therefore, argument of Z1 by Z2 is equal to plus or minus pi by 2. Here, these are the crucial steps and brilliant steps, and these steps are now oftenly you will get it in solving other problems. So that's why you please practice on these particular steps and focus on this. You will get answers very easily. Clear? Be careful. Now, coming to third problem. If Z1, Z2 are complex numbers such that mod of Z1 plus Z2 is equal to mod Z1 minus mod Z2, then show that argument of Z1 minus, it is also what? It seems to be the just like problem number 2. But here, again, I am using another technique. What the technique? Of course, just like previous problem, here also what I am doing is squaring on both sides. Whenever modulus of Z whole square I am writing, you can write that as what? Z bar. That is the concept. So you apply the fundamental and you multiply that, you will solve that. But here, since mod of Z1 plus Z2 is equal to mod Z1 minus mod Z2 is given, so here what I am doing is, here I am applying again another important, beautiful fundamental. I am taking Z1, Z2 like this. I am taking my Z1, Z2 like this. See, you take conveniently Z1 like this, and you take conveniently your Z2 like this. Z2 like this. So here, mod Z1 is what? R1. and arg z1 is what? Theta 1. And mod z2 is what? R2. And arg z2 is what? Theta 2. You can also solve the previous problem by this technique. But here, please try to understand. And another important form concept is, already I told, this is z1 is equal to r1, I can write that as cis theta 1. And z2 is equal to r2 cis theta 2. Cis theta 1 is cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1. Cis theta 2 is cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. First you simplify this just like previous problem. So after simplification, you got this as the step. You got this as the step. My friends, it is just like real numbers. Mod z1 minus mod z2 means real numbers. So a minus b whole square, a plus b whole square like. Okay. So here after simplification, I got z1 z2 bar plus z1 bar z2 is equal to 2 mod z1 mod z2. Now, see my friend, z1 is equal to this one. Then z1 bar equal to what? R1 bar, that is nothing but R1. And that I can write it as cos theta 1 minus I sin theta 1. This I can write it as R1 cis minus theta 1. This is important. Similarly, z2 bar, I can write R2 cis minus theta 2. So what is z1 z2 bar? z1 z2 bar means z1 z2 bar. Actually, this is nothing but r1 r2 cis theta 1 cis minus theta 2. What I told, cis alpha into cis beta is equal to cis alpha minus beta. So this is r1 r2 cis theta 1 minus theta 2. Similarly, what is z1 bar z2? What is z1 bar z2? This I can write r1 r2 cis theta 2 minus theta 1. Okay. This also I can write it as r1 r2. This also I can write it as cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I into sine of theta 1 minus theta 2. Whereas this I can write it as r1 r2 cos of, because cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So this I can write it as theta 1 minus theta 2 plus I into sine of theta 1 minus theta 2. I can write theta 2 minus theta 1. So this I can write it as minus I into sine of theta 1 minus theta 2. By adding these two, this term and this term gets cancelled, and you can get this as what? 2 r1 r2 cos of theta 1 theta 2. That is important. That is the hidden step behind that. So what I am doing is now apply this. Now apply this. That step I have written directly on paper. So this is what 2 r1 r2 cis theta 1 minus theta 2 plus r1 r2 cis theta 2 minus theta 1, which is equal to minus 2 r1 r2. After cancellation, this is cos of theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to minus 1. That is nothing but pi. Because this is, I can write it as cos pi. Therefore, theta 1 minus theta 2 is equal to pi. What is theta 1? Argument z1. What is theta 2? Argument z2. So, this is also another technique. So, whenever this kind of problems are given for you, you consider your z1 as what? R1 cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1. R2 cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2, and you simplify this. This is, you have to practice. Okay? Now, coming to problem number 4 of 5th problem. Now, again my friends, this question they asked in JEE advanced examination also. Please read the statement properly. Z and W, here W, please don't get confusion, it is not omega. Please don't get confusion, this is not omega. Z and W be complex numbers such that Z plus I omega, IW bar, Z bar plus IW bar is equal to 0, and argument of ZW is equal to pi. This is given. These two equations are given for you. So, do we have to show that argument of Z is equal to 3 pi by 4? How to solve? How to get the question? So, just like you consider your Z as, just like in our hint I am giving, here see, you take Z bar plus I W are equal to that, I can write Z by W bar is equal to minus I. That means Z by W is equal to I. That means Z by W is purely imaginary. Z by W is purely imaginary. Whenever a complex, when can we say the complex number is purely imaginary? Or if a complex number is purely imaginary, what will happen? Its argument is pi by 2. So what is argument of Z by W? Argument Z minus argument W is equal to pi by 2. Simply I have applying the properties of argument. You know what is argument of Z1, Z2? Argument Z1 plus argument. What is argument of Z1 by Z2? Argument Z1 minus argument Z2. These are holds good only for argument, not for principal argument. That also I have explained in our previous videos with taking the counter examples also. Again, what happened? This is given. Argument ZW is equal to pi. That is argument Z plus argument W is equal to pi. These two equations are given. They are now in my hand. Now what to do? Solve. There you will get argument Z is equal to 3 pi by 4. Simultaneously, you may get argument W also. They have not asked, but you practice it. Okay. So the beauty in the question is, again, this is the step. Several times again and again we can use this particular funda in solving the problems. Clear, my friends? Now, coming to this problem. Again, this is very, very important problem, and they have asked this question in advanced examination. So, under any cost, we may expect the same question with the different complex numbers. Maybe they may change the notations. Instead of Z and W, they may give Z1 and Z2, something like that. We may expect this question in a mains examination also. So read the question properly, just here also. But my suggestion would be, don't get confusion that it is W. And don't consider that as a complex cube root of unity. If it is there, definitely they should mention. Whenever omega is given for you, they should mention. Okay. Now, if Z and W are non-zero complex numbers, what are they? Non-zero complex numbers, such that mod ZW is equal to 1. And argument Z minus argument W is pi by 2. Then they are asking you to find Z bar W. Actually, my friends, this question they have asked in one or more than one type of problem in JEE advanced examination. But we can get different answers also for that, since we have to show that this has the value of Z bar W is equal to minus 1. Now first see the solution. I can write mod ZW is equal to 1, that is mod ZW whole square is equal to 1. As I said, mod Z square is Z bar. This I can write Z bar, ZW bar, Z bar W, because ZW whole bar is nothing but what? Z bar into W bar. So Z bar I can write, or Z bar W I can write. So conveniently I am writing, because there the combination has given Z bar W. So what I did, this I can write Z bar W into Z bar W whole bar I can write, that is equal to 1. So that means it is looks like what? Z bar is equal to 1. It looks like what? Z bar is equal to 1. If Z bar is equal to 1, I can write mod Z whole square equal to 1. So mod Z bar W is equal to 1. And that means what? Modulus of this complex number is 1. Also, argument Z plus argument W is equal to pi by 2. That is given for you. So now what I am saying is, argument Z plus argument W is equal to pi by 2 means argument Z by W is equal to pi by 2. Whenever argument of the complex number is pi by 2, it is what? Purely imaginary. Whenever it is purely imaginary means Z plus Z bar is equal to 0. By taking LCM, ZW bar plus Z bar W is equal to 0. Again, this I can write it as Z bar W plus Z bar W whole bar equal to 0. In a complex number and its conjugate, sum of a complex number and its conjugate is 0 only if the number is what? Purely imaginary. That means it is purely imaginary means what? Argument of Z bar W is plus or minus pi by 2. What is that? Therefore, so argument is what? I got modulus as well as I got argument. So what would be the complex number? If I know, if argument of complex number is theta and modulus is r, then I can write the complex number as what? R into cos theta plus I sin theta. So similarly, it is modulus and it is argument. Therefore, my complex number z bar w is equal to cos pi by 2 plus or minus I sin pi by 2 is equal to plus or minus I. But they want only one value, that is minus I. This is one way. But another solution I am giving for you. You please try to understand. It is also similar. So this is given. I can write mod z bar w is equal to what? Mod z bar into mod w. But mod z bar is equal to mod z. Mod z into w. Mod z into mod w is equal to mod z w, which is equal to 1. That is given. And again, argument of, so finally, I got modulus of z bar w is equal to 1. Just like here. Just like first method also, I got modulus as 1. Clear. Now I want to argument. Argument of z bar w means argument z bar plus argument of w. But we know that argument z bar is equal to minus argument z plus argument w. Here, this is the step I have written to prove my answer as minus a. Because here, z is given as what? Non-zero complex number. So several cases will exist. Several cases will exist. Both x and y are positive, or x negative, y positive, x positive, y negative, several cases. But I have mod arg z bar, I can write it as minus r. This is also a property. But this is given as what? Minus pi by 2. This is given as what? Minus pi by 2. So now I got modulus as complex number is 1 and argument as only minus pi by 2. Therefore, my complex number is what? R into cos theta plus I sin theta. Apply that, you will get answer as what? Minus I. Clear? Hope you enjoyed this. You please share and subscribe my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon. We will meet with the next lesson soon. Thank you.